Alright, so this is Final Fantasy XIV today. Patch 6.55 dropped. And we're going to be doing the MSQ. Since it sets up for next expansion, Dawntrail. So I'll be doing that tonight. On my way, Mage. Also, I think there's new trials. And the new Dawntrail quest line to finish the relic weapon. I'm just going to do the MSQ though on stream. Alright, let's see here. I'm not going to be reading it. Well, I might. We'll see. One door closes. Okay. Actually, let me just show my gear here real quick. It's not a big deal, but I'll blow up my crafting at some point. I need the materia on my helmet too. Forgot about that. Not the biggest of deals here, just wanted to show it off. Okay. That's a Manderville right there. Because there are 3 of those. Gotta remember to spend some of that. That's right. On home. Probably just read this. Share a message for you. This is about these and request your presence your land at your earliest convenience. Dead as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it's you alone that they require. If you know pressing business, pray make your way to the Valdesian Annex at once. Chico awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing as Daya the city, normal landmarks, people's lives, there's so much more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Later, dude. So then right back to where we were. Talk to? No. Marty, welcome to you, Arrow. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Gra. Thank you for coming on such short notice. That's here, dude. Gifts for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, so he asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. Let me just move this over. All you tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Arrow to meet. I also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium, so we look for him there. Later. Just switch something here. Okay. I was going to keep that up a little bit for show Gil, but there's no reason for that to be there. There we go. That way. I could have taken a quick port, but figured I'd just run there. Distinguished Lalafell. Wait a minute, this is, hang on. Wrong place, it's over there. That's another quest I had. I wasn't paying attention to the marker. Aaronville's really returned likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? Ah, that music hit. Now then, where's Aaronville? Nice. Spoken dialogue.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest. We're going to get along, you and I. Thrall has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Alright, I like her. Ironville. As long and short of it, at the very least, I say you go on this hunt of hers and take her measure for yourself. So where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. Journey to Tyrol. There's equal parts bewildered and excited. Since C9 Tyrol with the fabled Golden City besides, stuff grand adventures, my friend. Does not say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. Still a great deal we do not know. So let's begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was in Guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers in the Isle of Ha'am. But they're not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. The isle isn't far, and we'd also be helping those in need. Ooh, new music. I like this. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrol. Wherever this creature is, I'd better be able to put up a proper fight or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions, my apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Before you go on ahead to the Isle, I will join you as soon as possible. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business should be simple enough to secure the vessel. I do miss Zero, though. It was awesome having a Reaper party member. The Game is afoot. Yeah, I have a lot I haven't done here. Why can't I? Wait a minute. I thought I saw E3 right there. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh, it's just the dungeon. Oh, a dungeon. Wait a minute. Oh, there is a new dungeon. Okay. Crowd's acting a little strange, don't you think? This is a simple hunt. I wonder what preparation she needs to make. Become a pictomancer. We have the loan of ship from the captain's cheery fellow. We can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. So we have to take a ship? Ugh, and I barely set foot on dry land. Well, I suppose for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes are played in sequence. To recommend that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you'll be required to participate in battle, your progress will be saved at certain points. When you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Because no, the inner battle associated log out from this progress will be lost. Yep. Ah, so it's one of these. 660. Damn. Oh, it's this dungeon. Okay, it's not. Never mind. It's not what I thought.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Dawntrail. Oh, white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. He made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt. when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Search for signs
The
of your
researchers
prey.
should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Hang on, let me talk.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals
I'm gonna adjust the audio here in a second. Okay, let me go to audio, voice. Wait, aren't you? You are Arrow, the adventurer saved our star. With that, our meeting was under better circumstances. Conducting a routine inspection transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded by more than the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Once you cross chasm, my colleagues shouldn't be far. Okay, he didn't
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Come to answer the petition, you speak with my colleague here. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. I was fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origin has been sighted on the island in recent days. We believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task to follow any threats you find and search for traces of the beast. Responsible for all this. If you find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Good luck in there. Please be careful of the animals that will set upon you and nary a second thought.
I'll handle this.
Nice.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Let me turn the music down a little bit. Find a ravaged beast remains, turn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
There's not any more. There's not any more creatures come to harm. I'm just kind of following them. Tattered plumage. You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Roasted?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
How many strange plants do you have here? Cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Who knows? But if they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
It is nice to have a warrior companion, though. Since I don't think we've had
Head
one.
back and report what we found.
Oh shit.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Okay.
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Colibri. Okay.
Also, you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Already filled up.
Look out!
Oh, I lost track of things.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Colibri.
Quickly, gather together!
Dude.
I've got you!
Oh, okay, cool.
That was too close.
Steady now?
Interesting ability. That's something Viper will get. Or new ability Warriors will get. Probably a new ability Warriors will get. Oh, ouch. Remember to watch out for that.
Spread out, everyone!
Who paid for that?
Oh. How? How do I save him? Oh, I see. That's dumb. Sorry. I thought I had to go up and click him. Whoa, okay. Normal, yeah. Sorry, I woke Lamont. That was awkward having to destroy like wind gusts because I thought at first I had to go up and like actually save them.
Talk all you like, Bird.
Turn me
I'm
off.
going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
That was embarrassing.
Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Go down here.
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together. I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
At least I didn't get hit by that this time.
Spread out, everyone!
You pay for that. Thank you.
No problem. That's my redemption arc.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this. Nothing to it.
Nice.
We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Sorry, Wook Lamont. Wook Lamont. Wook Lamont.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me!
Cryle!
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
I love the music when it kicks in like that.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wook. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Wonder if Aaronville will take up the role of Viper.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
I actually keep forgetting about the codex. I'll just slowly scroll down it. I'm not going to read it. Actually, I'm sure there's something. Online. Alright. Thanks to Luke Lamont. We now know he sent the letter to grandfather, among other things, but many questions still remain. I understand Crowd's feelings all too well. The desire to do one's part will be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was. Now it's time to savor the reward. The wildlife pacified and research safe. Our task is complete. That just leaves a matter of the colibri meat. Better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to. Here in Charlian, the last stand. Come, let's see what Dick can cook up for us. It's making me hungry, honestly. Alright, I'll be right back. Short break. Alright, I'm back. Are they here? I can see what they say. Before handing in? Well, now there's a famished trace if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Earl? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I've just the recipe. Alright. There's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. For you lot, it's on the house. As much as you like, you hear?
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Damn, she didn't even chew. She just swallowed that.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
I think that was Justinian. And honestly, the animation there of her eating the chip and then the sweat going, that was really freaking well done, honestly. Usually they cut away if they're going to eat something, but that transition is really good.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Ouch.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Judging by Wuglamat's reaction, it appears Turali cuisine isn't excessively fury. Cuisine. Whether Wuglamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now that it's past time I reported our mission success to guild ship, I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. She'll come by the annex later. Till then. Let's go with Baba Ganoush. Yeah. Baba Ganoush. Okay. Kra is mulling over what you have learned of Ruklamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Ruklamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider an invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tyrol? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Just thought of burying myself in books made me feel sleepy. Better informed. Quite right. Not quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you'd be better prepared for what awaits. My friend, let's be off to the archives. Coming dawn. Pudding way. Run over here. Guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all. But I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. History, geography, botany, the public archives alone should suffice to provide solid grounding on Tyrol. Is it possible to adequately discuss the Oresian cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tyrol? Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous poto, and these crops are more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables, trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. Tales of culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era. A Minzan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mulja. He even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won, along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram returned to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limzo and Minsa. Most notable of these was Papoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional values how it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tyrol. Many tantalizing recipes such as bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that the Golden City reached our shores by way of a ship. Those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tyrol largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence in our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tyrol is no exception. While some of our creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen, deciding to go deep. This home introduces a select variety of species, as described in testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Paca, custom Tyrol's craggy mountain ranges. This four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Weavray? These ferocious skeletons in dense jungles of Tyrol. The Mulejaw have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Weavray is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Belgamonda. Tyroli folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts. The very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Let's begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents, in Tyrol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends the far reach of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. Case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsebard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tyrol waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it. The whole leader of the Mulejaw succeeded bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history, the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Principles of blue magic, spell acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of Wallachia, a tribe in the distant continent of Tyrol. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It's so named for the ceruleum deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under Shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master Wallachi's art, make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to Wallachia. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tyrol, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Gratia won't be eager to know what you have discovered. Cheers to read these books again, speak with the reference page. Ooh, I can't remember the command for this. Okay. Numenon, the pride studium, parent institution, it's a great Gubal library. Reminds me of Numenor. This massive collection of scrolls, tomes, large of its kind, knowledge from every corner of the world is collected here in efforts to compile the Bibliotheca Historica, the ultimate repository of wisdom, is endeavor without end. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject to all, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrol within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Rather taken the tale of Ket and Ram. Potos, I have newfound appreciation for them. Legendary city of gold. It's rather taken the tale of Ket and Ram. True. Ah yes, the renowned Lominsian explorer traversed Indigo Deep, discovered the unknown west. His accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Tyrol extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. We were well able to meet Kent Ram with things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. Moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tyrol? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about alpacas, weaverays, Valagarmanda, and about alpacas. Excuse me. Ah yes, the alpaca, in addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. They're especially prized by mountain tribes. Hold certain rare specimens sacred. Thought I heard familiar voices. Hey, it's Alza. Alphino. Fancy running into two of you here. Oh well, have some research of your own, do you? Excuse me. We hope to armor ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razahan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. View this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. Road to two of you. Whatever brings you here this day. A nation composed of disparate peoples of Tyrol. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliol ourselves. I butchered that, I know I did. Contest. Is Zero the only one allowed to help Muklamant? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Muklamant gives the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alpha. No, we have planning to do. Yeah, let's say wait. Sorry to seem our plans have changed. If you'll excuse me. Never could rest on their laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. Coming dawn. So I think the new classes start at 80, so I'm tempted to just hold off doing quests here and just save it for them. But I'll have to double check, just to make sure.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request? Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Welcome back, Arrow. If you're looking for Oklamat, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch him for you. Yep. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Actually, do you say anything else? Let's go ahead in the main hall. It won't be long. Conditional virtue? What is that? Namingway? Huh. I didn't know there was a way pet, but they did add beast tribes for it. I don't know if they're class quest or not, though. I'll have to check it. Destination. Yeah.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it. Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Woklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
This part of this song I love the most. It's funny because I always thought the Shadowbringers theme was really good, and I thought, man, they're gonna have a hard time topping that. And I think Endwalker theme does it, or at least ties it. I mean, however you want to look at it. You're not wrong if you think one's better than the other, honestly. Hemingway might actually be the reward for doing this. The music for the whole series has always been really good. I've thought. So I can remember how long the last patch like that leads into an expansion usually is. I was thinking about 2 or 3 hours, but I've been wrong on other patches in terms of their patch length. And hopefully we see more of her. I really liked having her as a Reaper companion. Maybe in the future she'll do a dual role. Maybe a tank, and then you can switch to DPS with her. Which would be great. But yeah, I think there are new trials. There's a new Hildebrand quest for the relic, which I actually don't mind, like buying the relic parts with the tomes. Excuse me. I dislike them being tied behind that whole quest, to be honest. Because if you didn't do that at all, you're talking like 20 hours just catching up with just the Hildebrand stuff. Just to be able to do that, which I disagree with. But yeah, and then the Loporite Beast Tribes, I don't know if, like I said, their classes or jobs. Plus, it's interesting with Thanquid there. I think they're all gonna be on their own adventure to find the City of Gold or whatnot. Which will be fun. Like, they've already said, like, Dawntrail is essentially a vacation for all the entire cast compared to everything else they fought. And the 13th we might actually go to after this expansion. That'd be interesting. I mean, all in all, though, I really enjoyed Endwalker. I thought it was a great end to a 10-year arc. I think I said this after I went through it on the VODs, which are up on my stream. But yeah, it's done really well. Like, there were some slow points, no doubt, but all in all, I think they did a fantastic job on it. It's kind of sad seeing it come to an end, to be honest. I've seen some people like upset about like the pre-patch or post-main story stuff. And you know, it's like, well, sorry, I mean, that's the reality of the situation when you have, like, I personally thought it was all fine, really, because they handled it the way you should. All this stuff happened. We're establishing, you know, how they're recovering, how this is getting set up. We're setting up other storylines for later on. I thought I did a fine job. I thought the dungeons, for the most part, were okay, along with everything there. But yeah, they got thrown for a loop too with everything that happened, but they seem to be back on track now with the summer release. I'm looking forward to seeing how Dawntrail is going to turn out. I think Viper as a new class is going to be interesting, maybe. Same with the Pictomancer. It is sad though because again, spoilers, like Endwalker coming to an end officially, and that whole arc, everything with Heidelin and stuff was really emotionally draining, honestly. Excuse me. And then the raid stuff with the 12, which was really sad, but I'm pissed off how that ended. Oh, the 12 are all gone now, by the way. They just went into live stream. Because they were created by Heidelin. Their time is up. Kind of missed opportunity, but again, they went out pretty good. It's sad to see them just gone, really. But they mentioned there's still tons to explore, still tons to do. Like, we know there are a lot more worlds we can explore. There's more lands here. Neorzia to go through. Still lots to do. And all these music cues just hit really hard, considering where they were in the main story. Oh, it hurts hearing this. Man, huge studio too. It's incredible. Music is always so good. I think there'll be, I think there might be a scene after this. Okay. Lest you wonder about your passage at all, Aaronville arranged a ship through his guild. You'd only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Just liquid. But I carry so many items, you just require a knapsack. Cool. Meanwhile, in Limbs of Lamentsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Yeah, it's going to go through all the companions. Meanwhile, in Old Charlan.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
I hate using this term, but I actually got chills hearing his voice. We anchor now, the tide is nigh, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Roll forth to break horizons bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Nothing with Ishtola, huh? I'll explain first folk. Tomorrow's unknown. Anything else in here? Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Yes, yeah. And who once lived, yeah. I met Selk, Asian. Man, his true name was Hades, a mighty sorcerer of Eld, who became Solus Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, threatened the world as the most dangerous of foes, stood at your side as the most dependable of friends. Stood at your side as the most dependable of friends. Ancient who clove to his ideals to the bitter end. A man who rendered up his all for the people he loved. A man who once lived. Title and primal. But not, yep. The warrior of light and their comrades would go on to follow the path she had shown them. Heidelin was no more. The warrior of light and their comrades would go on to follow the path she had shown them. Heidelin was no more. Her love for her children, however, is eternal. Okay, guess that's it. I think there'll be one more minor patch, which will bump this up to 900. There usually is. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's the closing for Endwalker. Great expansion. As I've said, looking forward to Dawntrail and seeing where things go. But yeah, all the side stuff I'll do offline, off stream. But yeah, that's it for now. 40,000, 150 gil. Showed all my stuff at the start. And just have a whole bunch of random stuff. Oh. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for now. That's the end for Endwalker. Look forward to Dawntrail. And yeah, you did a great job. Again, looking forward to seeing what's coming up. But yeah, oh, there's the knapsack too. This looks good. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching and have a good day or night. See you later.